Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California, and I'm going to give you an update on what's going on with the dog kennel as well as what's going on with Gary this week. Now, the dog kennel has come along and now it's kind of at a standstill. We're just starting to put the 1/4-inch wire on, and he wasn't happy the way it went on. He said he's going to drop the wire down. He tied this on with just little bits of wire, but he wants to drop it down and fold it. I have other ideas if I have to get to it and he doesn't. Now, Gary is going in for surgery at the very end of this week. I don't know what will be. I don't know if he'll be able to come home. I don't know if he'll be put in the hospital. We'll have to wait because the doctors themselves don't know anything until they get inside and see what has to be done. Hopefully, if everything goes well, he'll be able to go in the morning and come home in the evening. I will keep you up to date. I'll probably update you Saturday or Sunday. Depends on how crazy I'm going or what's going on here. Now, what Gary's having done, hopefully will be simple, but of course we don't know, is hernia surgery. But this is not the first one. This is the second round. 7 years ago, he had hernia surgery. So what they have to do is go in there, repair. He's got a damage. And if they don't have to repair the first one, then they can just repair this and hopefully all will go well. The doctor explained that once they get inside, if they find something else going on, then things will change. So we don't know because they can't see until they get in there. That's the whole story on that. So we'll see, and I will definitely let you know. He's been working on this, but now he's trying to get everything done for me around here so I can take care of everything. I haven't done this in years, so this will be interesting because it's just Gary and I. We don't have a team. We don't have anybody working for us. I do have neighbors and friends that I guess I could call, though I don't know if they'd even know what to do. So he's setting everything up so I can just come out here, do the gardening, do all the animals, and do everything that needs to be done, and that is almost a full-time job. So we'll see how it goes. I will keep you up to date and tell you at the end of the week, probably more like Saturday, how it's all going, but then we'll know a lot. The kennel, yes, we're going to kind of do hopefully just this stop for maybe a month or so, though his healing could take, they already said, 6 months. He could still do light work if it all goes well. So we'll see how all that goes. This is going great. He's got it all anchored down, the footing's all done. Basically, I could use it if I was just going to keep coyotes out and different things like that. I could use it right now. I also could wrap it in my way, which would be tulle, and keep everybody out. But I don't need to grow in this right now. This is going to be my spring garden. I've got this one that we set up, the first dog kennel, as is. This is the way it comes, and this is the way it's set up, and I'm really pleased. Look at the lettuce. We could step in here for a minute. The lettuce is growing fantastic in here. I can't believe how quickly it's growing. Nothing's got to it, and I'm not even done. I did cover it to keep whitefly and apis out, so the aphids can't get to it. There's nothing getting to this, no cabbage moths or anything. And then the rest is okay. It's just little things. I've got little lettuce growing. I mean, this was nothing, a tiny seedling that's taken off. This is my thyme. And then this is mushroom plant. I want to get more mushroom plant out here. So I'm just starting in here. I think this has got enough room for a lot of people to have a garden for 2, maybe even 4, if you set it up and think about what you want to grow. Don't waste your time growing things you don't want, but growing things that you love. You'll have plenty of room in here. Now the top, we're going to leave the top as is. If it breaks down later, I can cover it a different way, whatever method I want. I still have to finish it. We've got the 1/4-inch wire all the way around. And I'm going to tell you, let me step out. Nothing has tried to get in. 0. And this has been set up for quite a while. Remember, we set this whole thing up in November. So I haven't had any rodents or anything try to get in here, but I still want to cover and wrap the entire dog kennel in tulle. I'm just not sure if I should go with different colors so you could see what the different colors look like, but I do know that when we do this one, and I'll be doing this one myself, I will wrap this one in black. You won't even see it. I'll paint the wire, probably. We'll see when we get to it. And this one will be set up, I'm just hoping, absolutely gorgeous. This one is more like, well, do you like green tulle? Do you like turquoise? Do you like black? I might do it in different colors, just kind of a demonstration, because the turquoise tulle, which I have a link in my description under the video, you have to go into the description, you have to hit more, and then you have to click on more again. You'll have to do it on a computer, and you can do it on your phone. You'll see the link to the tulle. And the turquoise tulle, which is this one, that's only, it's $9 and change for an entire bolt. And that is 54 inches wide. That's like as tall as that. So tall, 54 inches wide, 40 yards long. You'll probably only need one bolt for your garden in the spring when you're covering things up, because that is a lifesaver. I wouldn't be able to grow without tulle. Found that years ago and did not stop using it. Like I said, I used to work in a fabric store, and when I started gardening, I thought, why can't you use tulle? Well, you can't. Look at this. This squash is trying to grow. We're going into winter in a month, but it's still trying. Let it try. So that's what's going to happen here. I'm going to wrap this in tulle, and then it's done. Then I can set it up any way I want. Now, this one has so much more room that I can set it up in so many different ways. I'm planning on putting, and we could change your mind, 2 large totes on the end, and then I can grow on the ground, holes off to the side, not on the bottom, and there's always drainage holes. So this way, I can plant whatever I want, and no roots will get in. That's my big thing. Now, will anything come up on the bottom? Hopefully not, and if it does, I'll lay wire or figure something out. Then I can set up some chairs. Now I'm going to set up chairs or different things in different ways. I'm going to use some of the totes that I normally grow in, which are 18-gallon totes that you can get anywhere, at any of the hardware stores, Target, Walmart. I buy mine from Walmart. They're only $6 and change. Sometimes they're cheaper when they have certain colors. I'm going to set those up. And then I'm also going to set some up from Dollar Tree, which are smaller. Those are only 10-gallon. And let me tell you, I've been growing squash, broccoli, cabbage, everything in the smaller ones. If I set up the smaller ones, I have more room. And then I'll look and analyze on the top, do I want to hang anything or do I want to go vertical? Because this could be a fabulous vertical garden. Look how big it is. The only place I have to duck, because we put 2 together, is here. I could staple it and trim it. I don't care. So I duck. Maybe I'll use it for something, hang something there. This is massive. Now, we're in a very sunny location with this dog kennel. So with that, I don't have to worry about the top being dark. I think it's going to be beneficial for my plants. They won't get burned. But if I wanted to, it could quickly be changed to any top you can buy, more of a clear top, something that goes on greenhouses. But right now, we're going to leave it. You could cut out windows if you wanted to, and then cover it with tulle. I'm not going to bother with that. So look at the amount of room. 2 dog kennels were 8 foot each, remember? And then we had the extra panels. We had 2 panels from each one. So that gave us an extra 4 feet. So now I've gone from 16 feet to 20 foot long. This is massive. And now it's completely protected. No dogs or cats can get in here, no coyotes, no rabbits, no nothing. Then once the 1/4-inch wire is put on all the way around here, and he started and then he had to go to other things, you won't get anything else in there. Now, insects can still get through 1/4-inch wire. That's why I'm going to cover it with tulle. And what about pollinating? Or, hey, you need your plants to be pollinated. You know, not necessarily. It depends on what you're growing. Tomato plants don't need pollinating. Tomato plants are wind pollinated. Peppers don't need pollinating. I know that for a fact because I grow them on my windowsill in the house, and I don't have anything pollinating them. There's a lot of plants that do not need pollinating. So we'll be okay on that. And we can hand pollinate anything that needs to. You can hand pollinate cucumbers and squash, any watermelon, you can hand pollinate all that yourself. So I'm going to hand pollinate in there, and then I won't have to worry, and everything will be mine. I'm not going to have anything from nature getting in there, including birds that eat the greens of the plant. And the birds just come through and look at this. They come through and they eat this. This is goldfinches, white crowns. They eat the leaves, and the plant needs the leaves because it feeds the roots. It feeds the entire plant. So we got to keep the birds out from eating the entire plant. This is going to be great. So let me just say that we're partway done. The hardest part is done. Now it's just wrapping it in the 1/4-inch wire, which we found really cheap, and we'll get into all that. I bought it at Walmart. It's enough to do the entire kennel. And then of course, it might cost me $10 to do the whole thing. Maybe it will cost me $20. I don't know. It depends on how many layers I want to put on here. But all in all, it's going to be cheap to do. And once it's done, it's done. In the spring, I plan on planting in it. So we want to get this all together within the next month or two, because come spring, I want to have my containers in here. It will be container gardening. I could plant in the ground, but our soil is so bad here that it's easier to put 2 large totes here, any size. I'll see what I'm going to do, because sometimes you can get the 30-gallon ones and they're on sale cheap. So I might I have some 30-gallon ones I bought from Walmart. They had them on a blowout sale and I bought 2 of them. So I still have those I've never used. And we'll try different things to spark your ideas. But if you want to use dish pans, of course, you could line the whole thing with dish pans. I've got tomatillos growing in my dish pans. Look at this. This plant's got what? 50. They're all over the place, tomatillos. I got potatoes growing in here. And then I've got onions still growing in here. I got to get out. Now I've got milkweed for the butterflies. Zinnias growing in the one. There's so many things that you can grow in there and put in there. You can put buckets in there. You can put food containers in here and set it up to grow. You could do all kinds of stuff. If you're in the grow bags, you put your grow bags in there, because you can get it away from the critters that are taking your food. It all belongs to you now. And you can grow things on the outside that you want them to eat. But in the meantime, we're going to grow what we want to eat. And there's nothing better than have a beautiful salad, untouched by nature, except for us. So with that, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to eat what you grow, and I will keep you informed how Gary is doing probably this weekend. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody. And thank you all. Thank you so much.